Hello, I'm Michael Hooper, and today I'll be talking to you about capital letters. Capital letters are an important part of written English, so it's important to know how to use them correctly. Please take a minute to decide which of these words should begin with a capital letter. You may pause the video now if you need more time. Now it's time to check your answers. As you can see, Sunday, Australia, Beijing, I and Huawei should begin with capital letters. Keep watching to learn why. There are many situations where capital letters are required. Let's look at some of them. So the first word of a sentence or sentence fragment should begin with a capital letter. Here are some examples. I like eating apples. Do you? When is our homework due? Kangaroos are native to Australia. Every sentence begins with a capital letter. Next we have proper nouns and their adjectives. Proper nouns are usually specific things or names of things. Names of people, places, and specific things like famous buildings, companies, trademarks, or even historical events are all proper nouns. Let's look at some specific examples. Each of the examples on the screen is a proper noun. The last word, Chinese, can be used to mean the language of the Chinese people or to describe a noun as coming from China. For example, Chinese food and Chinese culture. Days of the week and months of the year should begin with capital letters. This can be seen in the examples below. Next we have the personal pronoun I. I, when used in this way, should always be written as a capital letter. Capital letters should also be used in the titles of creative works. Books, magazines, TV shows, songs and articles are all examples of creative works. While everyone agrees that capital letters should be used in titles, different style guides suggest different ways of capitalizing them. However, there are some points most people agree on. It is safe to use capital letters in the following cases: the first and last words of a title, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and pronouns. These are often considered the important words of titles. For other words, such as prepositions, there is less agreement. I recommend that you choose a style guide and follow its rules. Let's look at some example titles. Here are the titles of 3 creative works: Gone with the Wind, The Mikado, and The Lord of the Rings. You may have noticed that the article the at the beginning of The Lord of the Rings has a capital letter, but the one in the middle of the title doesn't. This is because articles are not capitalized unless they are at the beginning or end of a title. With In Gone with the Wind could cause trouble because different style guides provide different rules. Some guides recommend prepositions with 4 or more letters be capitalized, while other guides say 5 or more. So it's important to choose one style guide and follow it consistently. With these 5 basic rules of capitalization, you should be able to correctly use capital letters in most situations. There are, of course, other special circumstances, but whichever style guide you choose should provide all of those details for you. That's all we have time for today. In our next lesson, I'll explain how to use basic punctuation. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time.